Hey there, and welcome to the Daily Manchester United News Show. Let's dive into today's top stories. Luke Shaw will be in training today after injury scare versus Aston Villa. Manchester United defender Luke Shaw is expected back in team training today following his minor injury scare in the Premier League win over Aston Villa. The England international was substituted at half-time at Villa Park. After the game, manager Erik Tan Haag said that it was precautionary as Shaw had some complaints. Insider United, a social media account which has inside sources in relation to injury news at United, now reveals that the left back will be involved in training in today's session. The 28-year-old will be fully assessed by the medical team. The feeling is that he will be fine and will play against Luton Town unless something is discovered in the assessment. Victor Lindelof replaced Shaw at the interval against the Villains. The Swede was far from comfortable from the left-back role and lost possession on 7 occasions. With Aaron Wan-Bissaka also on the sidelines, manager Erik Tan Haag did not have the option of playing Diogo Dalot at left-back. Shaw's immediate return would be a boost. However, the club still need to be cautious over him. Shaw returned from a long muscle injury layoff earlier this season, only to suffer a setback before the turn of the year. The £32 million rated star has had a concerning injury record throughout his Red Devils career, and Tan Haag should resist starting him on Sunday evening unless he is completely fit. United will be eyeing a fourth straight win in the league. It won't be an easy contest. Liverpool and Newcastle failed to beat the Hatters at their stadium. Robin van Persie spent time in conversation with Rasmus Hojlund as Manchester United striker's revival continues. Manchester United striker Rasmus Hojlund has scored more Premier League goals than any other player in the English top flight since Christmas Day 5. The Denmark international has scored 6 goals and claimed 2 assists in his last 7 appearances across all competitions, bagging the opener in the 2-1 victory over Aston Villa on Sunday. Hojlund had drawn blanks in his first 14 Premier League appearances for Man United, with his 5 goals for the club coming in the Champions League. However, the 21-year-old has finally found his goal-scoring boots, and some of the credit goes to former Red Devils striker Robin van Persie. Having had his biggest miss of the season against Luton Town in November, going for power rather than placement as the ball hit goalkeeper Thomas, the Dane produced a brilliant finish from a similar range to score against Villa, calmly side-footing Harry Maguire's knockdown between Emiliano Martinez's legs. While Hojlund is now finally starting to settle down at his new club, following his big money move in the summer, he has also benefited from the advice of Van Persie. According to The Athletic, the former Netherlands had a long conversation with Hojlund at the Carrington training base during a break from training last week. The Man United hero was taking a course at his old club as part of his UEFA Pro license, and he used the opportunity to give the youngster much-needed striking advice. The Red Devils have a brilliant strikers coach in Benny McCarthy, and while they are unlikely to recruit an additional one in RVP, the Flying Dutchman definitely has plenty to offer, given his expertise as one of the best strikers in the history of the Premier League. Hojlund is now likely to keep in touch with the former hitman going forward, and such a relationship could bring out the best in the Denmark international, given his huge potential. Gary Lineker pinpoints reason behind Jadon Sancho's poor form at Manchester United. BBC Match of the Day's presenter Gary Lineker believes Jadon Sancho's 2020 Euro heritage with England is behind his poor career at Old Trafford to date. The England winger made a big money move to Old Trafford in June 2021 and played a big part role in England's run to the delayed Euro 2020 final. The attacker performed in fits and starts for the Red Devils, but never really got going as he only scored 12 goals in 82 appearances for United and could never nail down a permanent starting berth in any of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Ralf Rangnick, or Erik Tan Haag's sides. The winger then publicly fell out with the Dutch coach in September after being left out against Arsenal and was subsequently banished from the first team before sealing a loan move back to Borussia Dortmund in January. Speaking on the Rest is Football podcast, Linker delved deeper into the issue of Sancho's form and compared his response to penalty shootout failure to Bukayo Saka at Arsenal. On the matter of reacting to the adversity of missing a penalty that cost England Euro glory, Linker stated, "Well, look at Jadon Sancho. I don't know whether that was a contributing factor, but it could have been." The presenter compared Sancho to Saka in terms of their reaction to the final disappointment, and the United man was found wanting. Commenting on the Arsenal attacker, he said, "He was about 18 years old, and not many players would have been able to handle that in the way he has done. He has come forward, and he takes really important penalties at big moment, and he always comes across as this really sweet lad, but you can see how competitive he is." Sancho, for his part, has adapted back to life quite quickly in Germany with some solid performances for the Bundesliga side. The 23-year-old has played 4 games back in Germany and he has contributed 2 assists in that time. Man United willing to offer Lindelof as a make way to sign Pavar. Manchester United are willing to offer Victor Lindelof as a make way to sign Inter Milan defender Benjamin Pavar at the end of the season, according to Inter Live. The Red Devils were heavily interested in signing Pavar from Bayern Munich last summer, but they could not afford to land his signature due to financial fair play. Inter Live now report that United are still strong on the profile of Pavar. The club could propose a player plus cash deal for the World Cup winner this summer. Pavar is currently valued at around 40 million euros, and United are prepared to include former Inter target Lindelof as a make way to reduce the price for the deal. However, a move seems unlikely to happen, with the Nerazzurri not convinced over Lindelof anymore amid his limited minutes during the course of the campaign. Pavar was open to making the switch to United last summer, and a deal was advanced. However, the negotiations broke down with the Red Devils unable to recoup funds from player sales. The club eventually handed a short-term contract to Johnny Evans. United seem to have reignited their pursuit of Pavar, but a deal is unlikely on the cards, with the Nerazzurri said to value the defender highly at the moment. While the price reportedly stands at 40 million euros, it's claimed that the Nerazzurri may be reluctant to enter negotiations for even higher figures during the summer. We are not surprised by the stance. Pavar is around 2 years younger than Lindelof. He is a better distributor and has won more tackles and duels this term. Pavar can comfortably play in the right back and centre back positions. He is a natural in both departments, and no club would want to lose such a player. With the future of Rafael Varane and Aaron Wan-Bissaka uncertain beyond this season, Pavar would be an ideal replacement for 2 key positions at United. However, we don't see a deal happening unless the club pay over the odds for Pavar. This seems unlikely to happen under the upcoming board led by Sir Jim Ratcliffe. Michael Ollis now tempted by potential Man United move, with Sir Jim Ratcliffe ready to endorse a deal. Crystal Palace winger Michael Ollis is reportedly now tempted by the possibility of sealing a summer move to Manchester United. Ollis is understood to be a name on United transfer wish list of possible attacking reinforcement. Ollis is said to be a boyhood United fan. The 20-time English champions will likely need to ward off competition to land the Frenchman's signature, with the likes of Liverpool and Manchester City also keen on his services. Sir Jim Ratcliffe, who is closing in on the ratification of his partial 25% investment into United, is believed to be eager to implement a data-driven recruitment strategy. Under this approach, promising Premier League proven players like Oles and Everton's Jarrad Branthwaite are expected to feature highly on Inui's agenda. The reliable Ben Jacobs has given a crucial update on United's pursuit of Oles and indicated that the forward has had his head turned by United. Even better, according to Jacobs, is that Ratcliffe is prepared to sanction a deal for the sensational 22-year-old. It's thought that Oles has a release clause worth in the region of £60 million written into his contract. Jacobs told Give Me Sport the following: even though Oles signed a new contract in the aftermath of Chelsea failing to trigger his complicated release clause, there is absolutely no doubt that he is a potential 2024 departure. Manchester United's old regime before Ineos really liked Oles, and he is tempted by the prospect of a move to Old Trafford as well. All indications are that Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos will endorse that move because, as part of their due diligence when coming into the football club, they were aware of any historical transfer plans that were for January, even though nothing materialized, and also any window planning for the summer. There is continuity between Manchester United's current recruitment team and anything Inuits do. They like a profile like Oles, so he can be termed a concrete target ahead of the summer. Oles has managed an impressive 6 goals and 3 assists in just 755 minutes of actions this term. Out of favor Bundesliga Ace has good connection with Tan Haag, says Romano. With Man United seemingly turning the corner in terms of results and performance levels, Erik Tan Haag will surely be pleased that his side should now be judged as injury concerns are subsiding and the players have been given time to work together for a longer period. The Dutchman has been under pressure for months now, given how poorly his side have played for the majority of the 23-24 campaign, but the fact remains that with 14 games left of the season, the Red Devils have clawed themselves up to 6th position and are just 6 points from the Champions League spots. They have also hit a rich vein of form just at the right time, with 3 of their next 5 Premier League games against teams in the bottom 4. If they are able to end the season in the top 4, it makes them a much more attractive proposition to potential new signings, one of whom has a prior association with Tan Haag. Romano said the following: Matthias de Ligt remains a player to watch for this summer. There have been rumors linking him with Man United, but that's an obvious link to make as he has a good connection with Erik Tan Haag going back to their Ajax days. But guys, there is nothing in this so far. Man United's business in the summer transfer market will depend on the new director of football. We are still waiting for an announcement on that, so it's too early to say or speculate on whether the Red Devils will make a move for De Ligt. Arsenal have also been linked with a move for the towering 24-year-old, but Romano is equally as definite about their current thoughts. He said, Arsenal are looking into defenders for the summer, it's true, but their preferred targets are not something that's been decided upon yet either. From the player's point of view, leaving him on the bench for the entire game against Bayer Leverkusen, a match which ended in a 3-0 defeat for the Bavarians and opened up a 5-point gap at the top of the table, is likely to be the last straw. As we wrap up today's Manchester United news, remember to stay tuned for daily updates right here on the channel. Don't miss out on the latest updates, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a like if you found this information valuable. Your support means the world to us. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.